Salter, the queen of the sea, had no path left for escape as she was surrounded from all directions. Then, she let out a heart-stopping scream that numbed everyone's ears. Within a moment, panic spread everywhere, and in the middle of the commotion, Salter jumped off the bridge. The soldiers could do nothing but stand and watch, and she vanished somewhere into the dark depths of the ocean. That very night, a sea creature appeared on the shore. Under the open sky, he blew into a conch shell as if summoning someone. As soon as the sound echoed, the local dogs grew restless. Before long, they all went charging toward the sea. The creature hunted them down in great numbers, but Kate, a UN agent, immediately realized that this massacre of pet dogs was nothing more than a distraction. The real objective was not this. Rather, it was a ruse to divert attention from the fraudulent activities being carried out in silence. Before long, investigators uncovered the truth. Antarctica's glaciers were melting at an alarming rate. At this pace, nearly 300 billion tons of ice were vanishing every single year. In other words, the damage that should have taken years occurred in just 6 hours. If all the Earth's ice were to melt, the sea level would rise by more than 70 meters. The entire world will submerge in water. Humanity will crumble, and the Jalian race won't need to deploy a single soldier to win the war against humans. A few hours later, Jalkarmi entered the office. Kate still hoped that a solution might emerge through dialogue, but the Jalians had made it crystal clear there was nothing left to talk about. Besides, humans themselves were already accelerating global warming. They were accelerating the melting of the ice. Just when the entire world was drowning in despair, Bakul emerged as a glimmer of hope. He was the only human who had won the trust of the Jalian race. He ran toward the sea and began calling out Salter's name at the top of his lungs. As dawn broke, Salter finally emerged from the ocean. They embraced each other, their eyes glistening with tears. Bakul told Salter that the Jalian race was intentionally melting the ice caps at a rapid pace, and only Salter could stop this destruction. She couldn't say anything to her people, but she told Bakul to ask the Jalian race for just one word: cord. Among her people, this word was considered ancient and sacred. It was believed that if it were spoken even once, all sea creatures would honor it, and the war would come to an end. But as soon as Salter returned to the sea, the situation became even more terrifying the very next day. The bodies of sea creatures began washing up on shores all around the world. The sight was beyond belief. Entire harbors were shut down, and the water became choked with corpses. No one could understand how this had happened. Soon, the oceans, lakes, and rivers were filled with floating bodies, as if a silent genocide were unfolding before the world's eyes. On the seashores, the corpses of the Jalkarmis lay in massive heaps, but no mercy was found in anyone's heart. From the very beginning, the Jalian race had no intention of sparing humanity. Ultimately, the humans emerged victorious in the war against the sea creatures. Due to chemical weapons, 99% of the Jalian population had become infected. The war was over, but the entire marine world had paid the ultimate price. If you love your parents, like the video and subscribe.